Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, one of the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. Josh Mansfield, a teacher with the Demon, is with me today. We are looking at an email from Anusha, who asks about an LSAT addendum.
Default answer, Nate?
Hell no, don't do it. All they care about is your score. You don't need to explain shit about your scores unless it's a mandatory addendum asking you why you took it multiple times or asking you to explain why there's a discrepancy or something. And then you just say, I knew I could do better. That's why I took it again.
Let's see if Anusha is unique. That's a word that people really like to use.
Doubt it. Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if submitting an LSAT addendum would be a good idea. I scored a 158 on the June 2024 LSAT and a 168 on the August 2024 LSAT. After this, I took a break from studying during the academic year, began studying again after graduation, and scored a 177 on the September 2025 LSAT.
Congratulations. You're 177. That's all that matters. You do not need to write an addendum unless they specifically require you to do so.
The 158 and 168 were not reflective of my practice test scores, but I had a lot of test anxiety, which resulted in these lower scores. If I do submit an addendum, I won't mention the anxiety. Please don't. But I am curious how you'd recommend going about this, especially considering these are pretty large score jumps. I know Dean Z has said it raises a little bit of a red flag, so I was thinking it might be a good idea to address it. Thanks for all your help in the podcast.
I don't buy it. And if Dean Z thinks it's so important, then Dean Z can make it a required question.
Mm-hmm.
But if Dean Z isn't making it a required question, then if she's only making it an optional question, I don't think it benefits you at all. There's nothing you could possibly say here that makes this make any more sense.
Yeah, what do you say? What, especially if you're not going to mention the anxiety, which you absolutely shouldn't. What would you say?
Yeah, you shouldn't mention the anxiety because then Dean Z is going to go, oh, okay, so she got accommodated.
Yeah.
Because you can get accommodated for anxiety.
And she's going to get accommodated.
Mention, oh, I had anxiety on my first two attempts, then you could make the inference, wow, people don't normally improve by that much between attempts, so maybe she got double time or something. And that would explain the 177.
Mm-hmm.
On the one hand, Dean Z doesn't care because 177 makes her school more prestigious.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Dean Z is just taking her at her word. She uses the LSAT score to determine whether you're going to be successful in law school. But if she thinks that you got accommodated and that's why you got the 177, then she might credibly think, oh, well, maybe I'm worried that 177 isn't real.
Mm-hmm.
Because you wrote the addendum that mentioned anxiety. But what else are you going to possibly say other than, I knew I could do better, so I took it again? But how does that help?
Yeah, it's not a good idea to say, oh, I wasn't prepared for the first two. Like,
no, you definitely don't want to say that. That makes you look irresponsible. You got to just roll with your 177.
Yes. Let your 177 do the talking. And if Dean Z has a little bit of an eyebrow raise while she takes her 177 to the U.S. News rankings, then so be it. That 177 is what's going to do all the talking.
Yeah. Congratulations on that 177. That's the thing that actually moves the needle.
Yes.
And it's not just moving the needle. I mean, that's like a wrecking ball. That's blast the doors off of these schools, assuming that your grades are where they need to be. But, no, I'll be shocked if your personal statement, letters of recommendation, all that stuff makes sense. If your GPA is where it needs to be, let them force you to explain why you scored higher. And even if they do, you just say, well, I knew I could do better, so I took it again.
Yeah. Anything else for Anusha?
Nope.
Great. Thanks for writing in. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.